Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm going to be doing an updated version of my Dark Magician Girl deck profile. Now this, guys, is one of my most viewed deck profiles on my entire channel, with good reason, but I think I've even improved it more. Now, this time I've actually included I think, all of the original, OG, original magicians, even including one special one that you guys will see in a few minutes. But before we get into this, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell right down there so you can become a card notification squad. And I would like to give a quick special shout out to one of my best friends, Katie Day Cosplay, who actually cosplays as Dark Magician Girl. And for that, guys, go check her out. In the description below will be a link to her page on Facebook, so you guys can go like that. And I really would appreciate it, guys, if you guys would go like that. She's a really, really awesome cosplayer, really good friend of mine. Known her since we were really, really young, but she's an awesome Dark Magician Girl cosplayer. And we even take sometimes we do shoots together where we do my dual disc and stuff with her Dark Magician Girl cosplay, which is pretty cool. So let's get into this, guys, and see what we're playing in this deck. So really, really awesome deck. Really, really fun deck. So let's get straight on into it. So we're going to play 3 copies of the beautiful girl herself, Dark Magician Girl. So you've got to play 3 copies of Dark Magician Girl. She gains 300 attack and defense for each Dark Magician and Dark Magician of Black Chaos in the graveyard. That's her big effect. And what would a Dark Magician Girl deck be without 3 copies of Dark Magician himself? So you need to play 3 copies of Dark Magician so she can gain her attack points. She's the real star of the show, not him. So then after that, we're going to play 3 copies of Silent Magician. Now, this is what I was saying was when I said we were playing the OG, seriously OG spellcasters. 3 Dark Magician Girl, 3 Dark Magician, 3 Silent Magician. We're playing Yugi's, we're playing Yugi and Yami's original magicians. Then we play 1 Silent Magician level 8. Now the cool thing about Silent Magician is this. Is for each card in your hand, she gains 500 attack points, so she already has a base stat of 1,000, and you can tribute 1 spellcaster type monster to special summon her from the hand, and once per turn, during either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you can negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it, which is pretty cool because if your opponent's going to lay a pendulum scale and you can stop it, you play her. So she adds a little bit of a stun effect, and this deck really, and I mean really, accumulates card advantage really, really, really fast in the hand, because you get a lot of normal summons in this deck, which is not a big deal, but you do accumulate quite a few. So then we play 3 copies of Apprentice Illusion Magician. You need to play 3 copies of her because you can special summon her from your hand by discarding any card from your hand, and then when you do, you get to add a Dark Magician from your deck to your hand, which is still really, really, really good. And during damage calculation, if a Dark Spellcaster type monster you control battles an opponent's monster, you can discard her from the hand or tribute her from the field to send her to the graveyard to make that monster gain 2,000 attack, which is still pretty darn good. Because you can make your Dark Magician go up to 45 or your Dark Magician Girl go up to 4,000. So then we play 1 copy of Kiwi Magician Girl. Kiwi Magician Girl is pretty good. Basically, she's like a battle trap. Like a hand trap battle trap. During either player's turn, you can discard her. Magician Girl monsters you control gain 300 attack for each Magician Girl monster in your graveyard with a different name, which is pretty cool, including herself, which is nice. And then until the end phase, and spellcaster type monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects, and your opponent cannot target them with card effects when she's on the field, which is pretty good too. But we only play 1 copy of her because we have the Apprentice Illusion Magician to boost up all of our dark spellcasters, which is usually what we're going to have on the field, which is these guys up here. Then for draw power, we play 3 copies of Chocolate Magician Girl. Chocolate Magician Girl is once per turn you can discard 1 spellcaster type monster to draw 1 card. And then, if she's targeted for an attack once per turn, you can target 1 spellcaster type monster in your graveyard, special summon that card, and then change the attack target to that, and then half the monster's attack that is targeting that monster for attack after you change the target to the monster you special summon, which is pretty cool. She's arguably the best Magician Girl of the newer ones that spell out Black, which is pretty cool. I love how it spells out black because it's like Black Magician Girl, or Black Magic, which is pretty cool. Then we play one copy of Apple Magician Girl, which is once per turn, if she's targeted for an attack, you can special summon one level 5 or lower spellcaster type monster from your hand, which, I mean, we play quite a few of them. So then, which is really cool, then targeted, and if you do, the attacking monster attack becomes half the current attack, and if this card is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can target 3 other Magician Girls with different names in your graveyard and add them to your hand, which is crazy good. That's why we only play one copy of her, though, because she's only really necessary at 1. Then we play a Lemon Magician Girl, so we can have more names. Once per turn, you can tribute 1 Magician Girl, except another copy of yourself, to add a spellcaster type monster from your deck to your hand, which she lets you search Silent Magician, which is really good, or your Apprentice Illusion down here. And then once per turn, if she's targeted for an attack, you can special summon 1 spellcaster type monster from your hand, but its effects are negated, if any, and then change the attack target to that, and if you do, the attacking monster's attack becomes half. Then we play 3 copies of Berry Magician Girl, which is kind of like the Stratos of the deck. Her effect is that if she's normal summon, you can add a Magician Girl monster from your deck to your hand. Then once per turn, during either player's turn, when an opponent's monster activates a card effect that targets this card, or targets it with a card effect, or targets it with an attack, you can change this card's battle position if you do special summon 1 Magician Girl monster from your deck, which is crazy good. Because she lets you special summon out your Dark Magician Girl directly from deck, or any of the other ones that you choose. Usually I target out and special summon out Chocolate Magician Girl. But what I was saying is you have Berry, which is BLACK, which I laid them out like that so you could actually see where it spells black, which is kind of cool because, you know, that's in the OCG what they call Dark Magician Girl. Then we play, for the final 3 monsters, we play 3 copies of Magician's Rod. If you play this card, when it's normal summon, you can add 1 spell or trap card that specifically lists Dark Magician on the card text, which is really cool. And then during your opponent's turn, if this card is in your graveyard, if you activate a spell or trap card or card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can tribute 1 spellcaster type monster, add this card to your hand, which is kind of nice. Really good card. Really good card. So anyways, guys, that's it for the monsters. Let's get into the spells. We play a lot of monsters in this deck, as you can tell, but we got to play all of those, you know, OG spellcasters. The only one we're not playing is Dark Magician of Chaos, which I just could not find room in for him. If you want to play him, maybe drop 1 Apprentice Illusion Magician to play him, or maybe 1 Silent Magician to play him. So that's it for the monsters. Let's get into the spells. We'll go a little faster through the spells. 1 Monster Reborn, because it revives all of our monsters, and that's really important. 1 Dark Magic Attack. Dark Magic Attack is really good because it destroys all spells and traps your opponent controls. 1 Dark Magic Inheritance to search all of our Dark Magician spells and traps, which is really good by just banishing 2 spells from the grave. Then we play the Win condition of deck. And that's 2 copies of Dark Burning Magic. This card is really good and is really live in this deck. It is crazy how live this is in this deck. And if you guys saw my last video, I will explain it again. It's a quick play spell, so like it's really easy to get this card to go off after your opponent has already done all of their crazy plays. And if you control a monster whose original name is Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl, destroy all cards your opponent controls. Just period. Destroy them all. So it's like Harpy's Feather Duster and Raigeki if you control Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl with no restrictions on it. Period. Just that's it. The thing about this card is with Magician's Navigation, if you have Dark Magician in your hand and you have this, you pretty much won the game. I mean, that's it. And with you know, Dark Magic Inheritance and Magician's Rod, you're gonna draw out both of them when you need them. Like it's a 3-card combo that wins you the game. I mean, that's it. Silent Magician is really good in the deck, but this is the win con. 2 Eye of Timaeus, because we can make Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight, and we can make Eye of Timaeus, or we can make Dark Paladin off of this. We can make Amulet Dragon. We can make Dark Magician the Dragon Knight off of this. But just really good card. 3 copies, and our final spell card of the deck is 3 copies of Magician's Circle, or Dark Magician's Circle, which is really good, which is when this card is activated, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and then immediately reveal 1 Dark Magician or 1 spell or trap card that specifically lists Dark Magician among its card text. And if you do, add that to your hand, then place the remaining cards in any order back on top of your deck. Then you can target, if you special summon a Dark Magician, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, banish it, which is just awesome, once per turn. That's it for the spells, guys. Let's get into the traps really quick. We don't play but 2 different kind of traps in this deck, so it's pretty easy to explain. We play 2 copies of Eternal Soul. I could not find room for a third one, and 3 copies of Magician's Navigation. The reason we play this is because Eternal Soul's effect is that when it's face up on the field, you can special summon 1 Dark Magician from your hand or graveyard to your field, and you can add a Dark Magic attack or Thousand Eyes from your deck to your hand, which is kind of good. But usually you're going to want to get out your Magician's Navigation faster, which is special summon 1 Dark Magician from your hand, then special summon 1 level 7 or lower Dark Spellcaster type monster from your deck. It even shows on the card which ones to summon off of this. I mean, you're gonna summon out Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl with this. That's the main thing. And if it's in your graveyard, you can banish it to target 1 face-up spell or trap card your opponent controls, and it has its effects negated. Now, the neat thing is if your opponent activates like Twin Twister, you can banish this from the grave, negate it because it's on the field while the chain is resolving to negate the Twin Twister or something like that, which is really neat. But that's it for the deck, guys. Let's get into the extra deck, and we will be good. So, first off, we're going to play 1 Dark Magician Girl Dragon Knight because we can. Because we can. And she's really good in the deck, actually. She once per turn during either player's turn, you can send 1 card from your hand to the grave. Then target 1 face-up card on the field and destroy it. So she's an instant pop, which is really good. 2 copies of Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, just to go along with her. He protects your face-up spells and traps, which is good. Then we play 1 Amulet Dragon because we can make it with Eye of Timaeus, and the same thing with Dark Paladin. Dark Paladin is if we face up like Blue Eyes or something like that and we just want to wreck Kaiba, so we play Dark Paladin. So we can play, Joey's favorite card. We play Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon because I just thought it would be really cool to play, Dark Magician and Red Eyes in the same deck. So we're playing Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. So every time your opponent activates a card effect, it, makes them lose 500 life points, which is cool. 1 Ebon Illusion Magician, because it's Ebon Illusion Magician and we play Dark Magician, so you need it. You detach material, special summon a Dark Magician from your deck, and if a normal spellcaster type monster you control declares an attack, you can banish a card your opponent controls, which is cool. 1 Ebon High Magician. This card's kind of there. I don't make it as much as Ebon Illusion Magician, but it's kind of there if I need it. 1 Noriato, the Moral Leader. Side note, guys, I don't play number 42 in this deck because it's not necessary. I mean, yeah, it's a great card and all, but you don't need it to win in here. It's great and all, but you don't need it here. It's not necessary. We don't have really the room in the extra deck either to put all those link monsters. We have some good link monsters in here, but we don't need all those. 1 copy of Borreload because it's Borreload. Soryuji because we have so many different names in this deck. Summon Sorceress. If you don't have this and you're watching this from the EU or anywhere else, play Deco Talker instead. It's totally fine. And then for the final cards, we play Nightmare Cerberus, Nightmare Phoenix, and Underclock Taker. And that's it for the deck, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this deck profile. Like I said, guys, don't forget to check out down there in the description Katie Day Cosplay. She's a really good cosplayer, really good friend of mine. Really enjoy this deck profile. But anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. I love this deck. It's so much fun. And I'm really glad that we get to play my favorite magician of them all in here. And that is Silent Magician. She is crazy good and crazy fun to play with. And she's really interesting in the way she plays. And I just wanted to make somehow a Magician Girl deck that played her. The next thing I might do, though, and if you guys requested is, I might try and make Shadow Dark Magician Girls, or Magician Girl Shadows. I would love to see Construct come off the list before I do that, but the only one that's light anyways is Lemon, and we only play 1 of her, so it wouldn't really hurt the deck too much. But if you guys want to see that, totally comment down below and let me know. But anyways, guys, this is DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, hit that bell down there so you can become a part of the notification squad. And I will see you guys in the next video. See you around, guys.